This episode has been sponsored by Asmodee Digital and as such should be considered promotional or advertorial content.
My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Gloomhaven! Alright, we should be continuing probably, I'm thinking here, with the hole? It's the medium scenario, it gets us further towards our goal, right? Is our goal down there or is our goal over to the left? Okay, goal's over to the left actually. But going down this direction we can get a Warhammer as well as a Wand of Darkness. The Wand of Darkness sounds like a good idea. Resonant crystal, telescopic lens. I can also get a telescopic lens or a Wand of Frost going back up to Wayward, but I just came from Wayward. I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, let's go down to the hole. So we've got two encounters along the way. The first is going to be in the Forgotten Tunnels against the Living Bones, the Living Corpse, and the Bone Archer. Bone Ranger? There was a massacre here. The bodies of a group of clerics and healers lie strewn across the path. Whoever killed these people appears to be long gone. They could still have valuables should you choose to loot them, but you could also wonder whether the powers that might smile upon those... but you also wonder whether powers that might smile upon those that would bury them. I'm gonna loot the bodies. Much of the gear is in too poor of a condition to use, with anything of worth likely having already been looted. However, you do manage to find one item that could be of use to you. That whoever killed these people must have missed. Then I'll bury the bodies. Somehow you get the feeling that despite your good intentions of burying the dead, the fact you looted them first somewhat negates the good deed. We pick up the Amulet of Life. During your turn, perform a heal 1 for self action. Neat. And we've made it to the Bone Tunnels. Okay. So the range on the Bone Ranger is 3. Everyone else is range 1. Bone Ranger is also 2 movement. Okay, so I've got to be more than 5 spaces away from them if I don't want to get hit. Good thing to keep in mind. Another thing I'm trying to keep in mind is trying to level up my characters, right? So I'm trying to use the things that will give them experience over the course of the fight. Okay, so... Clearly, we've got to kill these enemies and then make it out through this door. That definitely can't be all of the enemies available on the field. All of these enemies have innate shield 1. So the first hit I do against them should be small, lest I waste it. Right? It should be a small hit, right? I'm almost certain about that. Although I am also a little bit concerned about the possibility that I should just go all out against them, because this is very, very close quarters. It's not like I'm going to be able to scout away from a bunch of these. Also, I haven't even encountered a single living corpse yet, right? So I've got the living bones over here. You are 3 movement as well as 1 attack. So yeah, even if I stand absolutely on the far side, unless I'm standing here on top of this trap, this living bones is going to get to me and be able to attack me. So if all of them are already going to be able to reach me as well as attack me, well, I may as well just lean in and go for as much damage as I can possibly do. Okay, I think I know what to do, right? I use Cragheart here. That attacks its range. Hang on. I want Cragheart to hit the Bone Ranger Elite and then land next to it as well. So I need like 3 movement as well as a small attack against 2 targets. I could use the Unstable Upheaval right now. It's an early Unstable Upheaval, but could be worth it. Yeah, I think it's going to be worth it. So I'll do that, and then I'll do backup ammunition as well. So I'll move 3 and then attack both of those targets at the same time. And then the Scoundrel is going to be using Flanking Strike. So add 2 damage and gain an experience when the target is adjacent to one of your allies. It will be adjacent to one of our allies. So now my goal is just like move up 4. Well, I don't have to be opposite it, right? It just has to be adjacent one of my allies. Although it does say Flanking Strike. So if I'm standing here, and if my ally is standing here, I think flanking strike should still be available, despite the fact that I'm not actually flanking the target. I'm going to rely on that being the truth. Oh, no. I still shouldn't rely on that, right? Because Cragheart goes here and then does AoE damage, so I'll actually take damage if I'm standing in this position. Okay, so I still do want to swap this out for something that has 4 movement, ideally. Don't want to burn Backstab. I'll burn Venom Shift, that's fine. Yep, so all of the enemies are still acting after us. Good. I'm a dumb. I'm a dummy. I'm a big old dummy. Yeah. No points to the person who spotted what I did. I misordered these 2 turns. I needed this one to go first. Oh, well. Oh, well. I messed that up. So I'm just going to have to change my actions here on the fly. And the Scoundrel's turn. And then let's move 3 to get up here. Go for the attack 3 as well. Hell yes, in the fact that that actually managed to insta-kill one of them by critting. I'll happily receive 1 damage. Very, very small thing. 3. Yeah, I don't want to burn an available card. I'll go for the 3. Okay. Happy end of the round there. And if I backstab the Bone Ranger, it's definitely going down right now. That said, I've already burned 1 card, so I don't want to burn another card in this room. Hang on. So we killed 1 enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's probably 8 enemies total. Take out these, and then there's 5 in another room. Okay, so there's 5 enemies in another room. How much can I actually afford to invest in terms of just constantly wailing on enemies here? Because I may actually want to backstab now. Throwing Knives has a range of 3 and target 2. That could actually be useful. So I could do like Throwing Knives as well as Thieves' Knack. I'm going to do Backstab as well as Thieves' Knack. Because Thieves' Knack strikes here. Well, never mind. Backstab wouldn't even be able to reach. So yeah, Throwing Knives and Thieves' Knack. And then Cragheart, you probably just want to hit the target directly in front of you right now, so. I mean, Opposing Strike is an X-ray experience, so I may as well just use that, right? Yeah, I'll Rumbling and then Opposing. I guess I should start with the Throwing Knives, right? Is it possible the Throwing Knives just kills this target anyway? Not likely, but it's possible. Yeah. Instead, it did absolutely nothing. I am really happy that I had the Thieves' Knack here. Hopefully, this does kill, though. Yeah, beautiful. Alright. And then I will move gradually over in this direction before throwing out an Opposing Strike. Get a gold at the end of the turn, as well as a point of experience. I've also channeled some nature. So we've got that ready for the next combat as well. Okay, Scoundrel. I do kind of just want to smoke bomb the Scoundrel and then have them run into the next room. It'd be smoke bomb single out, actually. And then after that, like getting into the next room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'd probably be able to get to a target and then backstab them. But then after that, a short rest before I immediately go back into combat. Yeah, actually, that seems fine as well. Yeah, all of that actually seems totally okay. I'm comfortable with it. Maybe I have Cragheart enter this turn. Yeah, actually, that makes more sense. So smoke bomb as well as single out. And then Cragheart, you're going into the room. I don't want to immobilize targets if I can avoid it. And ideally, I act at the end of the turn. Oh no, but the enemies get inserted into the turn order after I encounter them, so I don't want to act at the end of the turn. Indeed. I think I'll use Earthen Clod. And either Massive Boulder or Muddle in an area. Unfortunately, I don't know how concentrated the next room is, right? So I'm going to go for Massive Boulder. Okay. Now I'm invisible, and I get double damage in the next attack and all that stuff. And my next 4 attacks are super good as well. I could immobilize. That would be using the move 4 and then a very small attack. I'm actually okay with that. I can immobilize someone completely garbage. Like, I could immobilize a Walking Dead. That'd be super useful to do. I could stand here, then immobilize that Walking Dead. That said, it moves so slowly. Maybe, I hate to say this, but maybe my best action is just run back into this room, bait the enemies in. Unfortunately, I have to commit all of my movement action first before I can start doing my Earthen Clod. Like, I can't click on that at the moment. I have to confirm or skip my movement. Yeah, I'm going to confirm my movement backwards, actually. Then skip my movement and... I'll activate this on exactly no target. Fine, skip the attack. Okay. Ooh, look at these absolute speed demons. Not a huge fan of that hit. That one was rough. That one was rough. I didn't channel Nature last turn, unfortunately, so the Dirt Tornado is worse. That said, Avalanche is pretty well set up here. I don't have the actions to get there. Okay. Those 2 units not even engaged at the moment is great. Like, I've kind of only popped this pod to use, you know, XCOM terminology. It's the Living Bones Elite here that's giving me a little bit of difficulty. Got extra HP, you've got extra attack. That's just a Bone Ranger in the backline as well. Just a natural Bone Ranger as well. Oh, yikes. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you've got 3 range by base, so you had some extra modifier on top of that, unfortunately for us. When your next attack is violently invisible, double the value of the attack and then gain 2. It's fine. So can I short rest here in order to get back movement? Use the movement to get to this target and then hit that target? I think probably. Lose Thieves' Knack? That's a hard thing to lose, but I think I have to. Just accept that. I don't want to re-roll and then lose something that's actually way more valuable to me. Okay. All adjacent allies and enemies suffer 1 damage. You move, jump, and then all adjacent allies and enemies suffer 1 damage as well. Yeah. So it's like... Crater Avalanche makes the most sense at the start here. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, suck by the end of the turn. Because we do have low priority for those actions. That said, I also don't want the scoundrel going first. Oh, damn it. Maybe it's Quick Hand's Venom Shiv. Yeah, fine. Okay. Yeah, this turn order sucks. Ugh, another shield? That's awful. So 2 reduction on any attack we throw there. Again? Please slow it down on all those shields, friend. At the very least, our attacks against the enemy are actually correct. Uh-huh. Go through to exactly here. Confirm my waypoint. Thump. Then I'll avalanche against exactly these 2. Confirm those targets. Ooh, a ×2 as well. Lovely. Okay, so I have 5 movement and then 2 movement and 2 attack. That's really bad, but what are you gonna do? Now, unfortunately, I have to do both in the movement before I do the attack. Thankfully, this target's not adjacent to any of their allies, and they are adjacent to one of mine, so I should still be able to kill them. Confirm the target. Ooh! 14 damage turn. Love it. Like it, love it, and you'll never guess what. That's right, I want more of it. Taking a tiny amount of damage here, if anything. That's it's nothing. I do want to loot whatever it is at that box over there as well. That'd be super nice. Super night is apparently how I now say super neat as well. I'm gonna go Crushing Grass Rock Tunnel. And then Scoundrel. I have not burned my loot too, have I? No, I haven't. Okay, I can actually just loot 2 right now. That said, Throwing Knives' other attack here is way better for us. Hey, what are you going to be doing? Crushing Grasp and Rock Tunnel. So I can have you just move up and then Crushing Grasp this target. Immobilizing them. And that would collect 1 gold as well. Okay. Maybe I hold Throwing Knives. Actually, no, it still seems like Throwing Knives, because the targets are adjacent to none of their allies, I can hit each of these targets with a Throwing Knife, and that'd be so good. It's too good to turn down. It's just too good to turn down. Alright. So I move up 2 in this direction. Then I skip the rest of the movement. I poison the giant enemy there, the living corpse. Use Throwing Knives. Target each of you. Possibility of killing. That's 1 down. Damn it. Just missed the second one, but Cragheart gets an action before them, so I actually will be able to kill. It's this final skeleton that's the only real concern here. You know, I'd say only real concern here. It's not actually a concern. Maybe I go loot 2 right now. That loots 2 obstacles. That's really good. Yeah, sure, I miss out on the possibility of that kill, but that was looting 2 obstacles there. I'll take that 4 damage. It's fine. Okay, so now I definitely have to short rests. Burn Rumbling Advance. Oh, that's... I actually really like Rumbling Advance. Oh, well, if it has to get burnt, it has to get burnt. That's fine. So can I move up 2 spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can... Oh, okay, hang on. I'm actually going to use Rock Tunnel and Opposing Strike. And my goal is to hit the backliner archer there as well as collect that gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can go for flanking strike and then backstab, and then backstab runs over in that direction. Super neat. Oh my god, this is great. Kill. Yep. This one down. Actually still gonna get decent loot out of all of this. Oh my god, lovely. And the scoundrel's turn there, and I picked up a minor healing potion. Thankfully, because I'm jumping, that trap doesn't affect me. Double damage? Damn. Slightly short on that damage frontier, but that's okay. That happens. Just very hopeful I don't die here. Not only did I not die, I took no damage. Lovely. So what? I missed out on 1 gold so far? That's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. Okay. There's nothing on any bottom half of the card I really want to use here unless I kill the target this turn. This has got to be a short rest, definitely. Burn throwing knives. That's actually one that I would like to keep, ideally. Alright, I'll burn backstab, fine. Because throwing knives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, throwing knives gives me the ability to move down here and then kill. Or rather, at least be part of the kill. Collection of even more gold. Hell yeah, we're actually eking like a lot of value out of this. If anyone is familiar with Gloomhaven, as in the board-based game Gloomhaven, then if you have any tips and tricks, I'd love to know, because I'm feeling like I'm doing like reasonably okay so far. But I am always waiting for the other shoe to drop. To suddenly realize, oh, I messed something up in the early game, I didn't level up my characters enough, and oh no, now I'm in this huge, horrendous problem. Although it definitely doesn't look like I'm going to encounter that here. Yeah, just get my 18 gold, move onwards. Armory or the Black Tomb? The Armory seems like it'll be more difficult, just because of the Bandit Archers. So we do have our, yeah, we have our full ability card set still. Beautiful. Equip extras, unequip them. I have no extra cards to slot in though, so I don't necessarily think that's a concern of mine. I can get a Boots of Dashing onto you. No, I think Boots of Dashing is probably more important on Cragheart. And then a minor healing potion. I think, again, Cragheart could probably use that the most. Ooh, Amulet of Life. During your turn, perform a heal oneself, actually. Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't know that was a headpiece of equipment, otherwise I would have already done it. I think I will go to the Armory. Really? We've just proven that we're decent at dealing with the bones. I'm gonna go to the Armory. Have an encounter along the way. You discover an old well at the side of a road. Some folk believe that dropping coins in will grant good luck. Sure, do it then. As soon as the coins slip through your fingers, you feel as if a great burden has been lifted from your shoulders. Feeling blessed, you carry on. I've lost 10 gold, but I've also been blessed. I don't necessarily understand what blessed does right now, but that is actually one thing that I will say. This game has like a sore lack of tooltips right now. And I understand that, again, it's really, really earlier in its early access here, and nothing on screen is necessarily reflective of the end polish of the product. But just like, if I hovered over this and it told me what shield does, like I know that it's just like a straight reduction of 1 damage from any attack against that target. But I know that now, I didn't know that at the time, right? That as well, like with blessings and muddle and things like that, like it could be important, I find at least. Okay, Scoundrel. I do like having like an opening turn where the Scoundrel just like murders someone straight up, just out of life. Man, if Unstable Upheaval, Rumbling Advance moved 1 extra space, I'd be so into it. It's good here as well, though. I can use that, and then I can use the Avalanche for significant damage against both of these sideliners. I think I'm also going to use Throwing Knives, just try and get them down as early as possible, so just not focus on the Bandit Archers. Or at least not focus on them this turn. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I'm actually out of range for the... Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just out of range for the Throwing Knives, so is there anything I can do with a small movement? Smoke Bomb does have the ability to pull an enemy target, but it's at the same range that I can use Throwing Knives at, so why not just use Throwing Knives then? I could go Special Mixture, go down here and poison this target. That actually makes a lot of sense. Especially because this target has 9 HP. Yeah. Okay, never mind. That's solved this turn. That's definitely how this turn goes. So you move across here, poison this target to increase the damage that we deal to them. So that's kind of, if my understanding is correct, basically avoiding the shields. I deal 1 extra damage, but I also deal 1 less. Then I'll target each of you. Alrighty then. And the Scoundrel's turn, and then have Crackheart come over. Crackheart is also unfortunately going to deal damage to... yeah, to my friends, but that's okay. Had to happen. Damn it. I was really hoping for a 2x multiplier on the Bandit Guard Elite, and we were just going to take him out in the first turn. It was going to be so good. Oh, it was going to be really, really, really interesting and powerful and good. Oh, well. Yikes, a lot of damage to have taken. That said, Scoundrel, we already have a flanking strike right now, so I think we just go with that. And then after that, what do we do? I think we just choose whatever our worst is. Ooh, or I could set up single out this turn. That makes sense as well. All right, Crackheart, what are you going to do? Unstable Upheaval seems like probably not a great idea to burn right now. But it also kind of seems like a great idea to burn right now. Yeah, Unstable Upheaval as well as Crushing Grasp. Just no, Earthen Clod. Yeah. Okay, just take this target out. Got him. And then, I mean, I could just move 2 spaces forward. Yeah, we do have to get ready to get out of the room as well. Sure. You are kidding me, right? Oh my god. You aren't. Oh, that's awful. That is absolutely awful. I put myself in an awful position here. So I would have to hit my own Scoundrel for 2 if I actually wanted to connect against either of the enemies here. I definitely don't want to do that. Alright, fine. I'm going to cast different cards then. I'm not hitting my ally for 2 here. I will, however, hit my ally for 1 this turn in order to give them shields. Seems like it could be useful to them. Yikes. Okay, that was only 2 damage. That could have been a lot worse. That was also 2 damage. Yeah, we're going to have to do some healing on that character before we go into the next room. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I need 3 movement to get around here. That said, Massive Boulder works already. It's just Crushing Grasp, Massive Boulder. Try and act as early as possible. And then Thieves' Knack Quick Hands to roll that out as well. Okay. So the Thieves' Knack Quick Hands is we move 2 up here. And then go for the quick hands attack. And then round it out with the Thieves' Knack attack. Alright. Possibly overkill, but also possibly I'm fine with it. Definitely don't want to burn all of those. Okay, so burn one available card. Do I get to choose it? Because I'll burn that Venom Shiv. I do. Okay, burn Venom Shiv. 6 incoming damage. I mean, I'm happy to block that. Move all the way up here to get an extra piece of gold. Skip the movement, attack, and... Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We've got it. Okay, that's also half of the available enemies, and we know that there were 4 in this room. 4? 4 in this room, I think. Yeah, 4. So we know that there's 4 more enemies in the other room as well. And Crackheart's turn. Let's end that round as well. Alright. Scoundrel doesn't have a healing action or anything like that. During your attack, gain advantage on your entire attack action. That seems important. I think I'd pop both of these and then long rest before we go into the next area. And then here I'm looking for any heals I still have. None? That's none heals? Okay. That happens. I'm gonna just set up a couple of passives then. So I'll become Invisible. Also move 1 space forward, confirm that movement, then skip the end of it, and the Scoundrel's turn. And then just get Cragheart more powerful. Alright. Cragheart probably still doesn't need to rest. Unfortunately, Cragheart has most of the heals, so a little problem if they don't. Also, we don't have the shields on the Scoundrel anymore. That's a little bit of a problem as well. Alright. You can go for your long rest. You have heal 3, but it's self. Alright, I think I'm going to Dirt Tornado Crater, go into the next room and try and hit 2 units with the Crater at the same time. Just going to heal myself for 1. During your movement, add 3 move to a single movement. So I activate move and then I activate Boots of Dashing. Okay. I now actually understand how to use items. Ish. Do I want to stand, like, in the middle of all of them? I do. Because not only do I collect this already, but also the Crater can hit the 2 most valuable targets for me to immediately hit. Oh, it doubled! It crit both of them for insta-kills. That is incredible. I've gained 15 gold from the pickup as well. Yeah, take 4 damage, whatever. That's a melee attack against me, so I'm going to be able to start... start retaliating. Yeah, so I had to select an ability card to lose, and then I gain health. I don't know if I have time to even set up a single out. So, happy to lose that. And then I'll end that Scoundrel's turn. Ending the round as well. Yeah, this is the position where we definitely need to go for a short rest. Yes. Lose Earthen Clod. That is okay, but I did just lose a heal as well that could be useful. Or rather, could have been useful. So I still have extra targets. So I think I'm incentivized to, like, go there if I can. How do I get there? 5. Immobilize. Target all enemies move through. This is move jump and it deals damage to enemies in AoE, but gives you experience. This also gives you experience. It's fine. This is earlier, I guess. Take those two for the possibility that I act first. And then here, this is a big problem as well. So we have Smoke Bomb, so we double the value of our next attack and gain some experience, but... like, I would have to be using a ranged attack. Also, I would love to stand here and then use the loot 2. But is it loot 2 in terms of loot 2 in terms of like space? Like it has to be 2 spaces away? Or loot 2 in terms of your ability to reach it would be 2 spaces away, right? Do I have to care that there's a pod in the way? I think you do, if I recall correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can't even stand in that space is the big problem. So if I am using throwing knives, it's not a good idea. I think maybe this is the loot turn for us. No, it's set up for the loot turn, I think. Yeah, so it's heal self as well as a far-reaching movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're fine. That's not good. I'll burn an available card in Dirt Tornado. Happy to lose it. Ooh! You just set up a trap directly in front of you. Alright, I'm a little concerned about that, I'll not lie. Let's move all the way into the middle of this combat and then pop a heal on myself for 3. We loot as well and set ourselves up for the ability to loot 2 in the next round. I'd love to stand directly there on top of the enemy. It's not going to work, though. So we've immobilized that enemy that can only attack in melee. At least my understanding is they can only attack in melee, which is neat. Then I will skip the rest of my movement. Get out the massive boulder. Throw it at 2 different targets. Crit him. Oh, good damage on one of them. And kill the other one. Hell yeah. Love it. Now, I don't have much range damage, so maybe I actually want to move over that trap. Maybe I disarm it. Maybe I just tank it. Who knows? Ooh, I still have Crater? What? Didn't I just use Crater for the kills? No, I used Massive Boulder. Oh, yes, of course. That was fine. Wasn't going to be a problem anyway. I think I'm probably just rumbling Advanced Crater. Just like attack as early as I possibly can there. I'm going to disarm an adjacent trap and also loot 2 here. Hey, I got 3 different pieces. Ridiculous. Then I'll disarm one of these traps so I can actually make my advance up there. That's also just extra experience that we're milling out. Okay. Possibility of killing. Hopefully it does. And it does. Beautiful. Woo! These have been some intense combats. We've actually kind of come through. I can take that damage, so I'm just gonna move through this. Yeah, right, because I just burned 2 discarded cards. Fine, because they're coming back in the next combat anyway. So I just move over that, save myself the HP from the trap, loot the gold, and... what a perfect end to a dungeon. Could scarcely have been done better. I think we left 1 gold earlier, and then... yeah, 3 gold overall we left, but... 3? Yeah, 3. 3 gold overall we left, but got really good effects. Really, really good clear, in my opinion. Okay. The opening in the cliff face seems safe enough, but at the rear of the cave is a deep, perfectly circular hole. Scraping noises can be heard from deep below. If you are sleeping here, best keep a watch. I'll travel there to try and round out the episode. Hey, Journey to the Hold is completely complete. I get to claim my reward from the village, 15 gold, 23 experience, a warhammer, as well as Wand of Darkness. So this is the ability on your turn to create dark. I imagine that means that the dark is active on that turn rather than being channeled for the next turn. We don't actually have the ability to benefit from dark at all at the moment, though. Your items have lost 1 durability. Okay, so that's right. So that's the limiting factor of items. Their durability gets lost over time as they go to new areas. That makes sense. I don't believe there's anything that I can even do in this area, like in terms of buying or anything like that. So our next choice is... Oh, God. Our next choice is what area we want to go to, including a really, really hard one, apparently. But it has a Wand of Tremors, and that sounds good. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Gloomhaven. There is a link in the description down below for you to be able to purchase this game for yourself. It is out on PC. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below as well for all of the content on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.